What?
He like texted us this morning and he was like, y'all, I lost my glasses and I lost Gavino. And we were like, Will, what the fuck? And then he was like, never mind.
Where was he?
He was under some blankets.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But,
Under some.
oh, but they're going to the Bernie rally
That's
thingy
dope.
tonight.
Have fun, dude.
That's why I got the merch, you know.
I like saw
Like,
you
it took
like,
forever
get
to come
merch.
out.
I was like, you're really wilding
It
out.
took way too
huh?
long to get them out.
You really
Oh, my name's
wildin'
Luca,
out.
by the way.
Hi, I'm May. Nice
May.
to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Alright. Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, you weren't kidding when you said you were
You guys
in
did Taco
sweatpants.
Bell? The fuck?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
So
Wait, what?
Taco Bell. I'm
Oh.
so jealous.
David and Marco, like Will came home and they were like, "Hey Will, can we borrow your car to go get Taco Bell?"
Oh my god.
I was like, fuck
Like that was literally all they like wanted to go do was get Taco Bell, and I was like, "Well,
They
if
asked
y'all
me
are
how my
going."
weekend was. They asked me why I lost my voice. I'm like, hey, well.
They're like, "Hey Will,
I
can
need
we
tacos.
go get Taco Bell?"
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Well, the night that I saw you, I ended up not sleeping and staying up until 10 a.m. when I submitted
You
that
went to
shit.
sleep at 10?
Yeah, straight grinding the whole time, like
Oh,
not even a
shit.
break. Yeah, that was the first all-nighter I ever pulled in college, though, so that's good.
Oh,
really?
really?
In your 4 years,
Yeah,
as the
in my
first.
4
Holy
years.
shit.
Really?
At the
Yeah.
end of winter, like that's funny.
I did that this quarter, like twice.
I did
Really?
that like
No.
my
It's
first.
because May's on top of her shit and we're messing.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
really?
I-
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm a fucking idiot. So like,
No, I just really value sleeping over everything.
Really?
That's all, yeah.
I wish. I
Yeah.
wish.
I'm starting to be on that vein.
Really?
My grades are reflecting it.
My grades are decent, but I feel like shit constantly. So.
Oh, fuck. It's really a trade-off, dude. Either you feel good when you have bad grades.
Right.
Like I remember like seeing the thing where it's like
Obviously my grades
social
are
life, like academics,
Sleep.
party or sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
party
like
sleeper.
I always like would see it and I'm like, nah, like, it's not, nah, and then I'm here.
Alright, we
And
gotta
I'm
head
like,
out.
Oh,
yeah, take care.
See you.
see ya.
Have
Good
fun.
to see you. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
But
Punch a Nazi or something.
punch a
while you're at
Nazi.
it.
Oh my God.
Like, there's gonna be fucking Nazis at the.
Bro, you know there's gonna be counter
Yeah, of
protesters.
course.
Oh my god.
All right, I'll fuck up a Nazi for you. Let's go.
Bye.
Bye.
So I'm just writing this paper about like kids who like were STEM majors and aren't STEM majors, and I'm specifically interested in like FI students because like there's that added like thing of like coming here and like never having like had like this level. Not that most kids have had this level of STEM, but like yeah. So the question I like to start out with is like when you were in high school, like what career did you feel like you wanted to have?
I like it was like even like it was in middle school where like I knew I wanted to like be a computer scientist, like where like at that time like it was more like computer programmer, like it was a very like creative idea, like in a very creative sense, like I wanted to make like things like applications, programs. I wanted to write code, and so that was all of high school. Like my dream school was MIT.
Really?
I did summer programs but like before my junior and senior year, like both years, I did summer programs through MIT and like which those programs were like my avenue of like getting into MIT. Like in my mind, I was like doing literally everything. Like it was all a plan for me to be able to go to MIT
That's so interesting.
to do computer science. So yeah, and like I was really fixated on computer science. Like math, I was always really good at math. Like I was comfortable in it and I also like enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So it just like felt very right to me. So yeah, I through all of high school, like I knew I wanted to be like a programmer, a computer scientist, something along those lines.
So when you first entered college, you were like, yeah, I'm doing comp sci.
Yeah, I came in with like comp sci and math in my mind with the plan to like more than likely major in one of them and minor in the other. so yeah, that's how I came in, and then I took Calc 152 my first quarter, and I did decent in it, well in it. And then, like, I took 153, which is, like, multivariable, and, like, I just did so bad. I was like, it was, like, so bad. And I was like, maybe math isn't for me. Which was, like, cool, chill. It wasn't that, like, jarring for me. I was like, that's fine. Like, I didn't come to be a mathematician.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a computer scientist. So I really quickly dropped the whole math thing. So I was computer science up through last quarter.
True.
Yeah.
So do you have to do math for comp sci?
I was basically done with like any like all my classes that were strictly math. Like, I know you have to take like discrete math, but like it's taught through like the computer science division, like department. So they're like a little different. They're more lean towards like how it's like applied to comp sci, from my understanding. So, like, I was just like, oh, and then, like, with talking to, like, some people, like, especially, like, Chema, who was, like, 1 year ahead of me, like, I never at any other point was, like, gonna probably have to do multivariable calc, really, like much of it. So I wasn't really worried about it. I was just, like, multivariable just isn't for me, but that really isn't gonna, like, hinder me much, like, down the road. Yeah.
That's good. So, like, what did your parents think about you, like, wanting to major in comp sci? Like,
they were excited for it. It was really interesting. I think this is another, like, really interesting thing that happens with, like, students who, like, are both first generation college students and then, like, or I guess technically second generation immigrants. Is that, like, I felt like my parents ideally would have been helicopter parents, but because of their, like, lack of knowledge of the United States education system and, like, the college process, the application process, like, what going to college looks like the formation of a career. A lot of it just came from, like, trusting me and being like, this is what I want to do, and trusting or, like, being confident in the fact that, like, I truly wanted to do that, so I was doing everything in my power to do it. And it definitely seemed that way, because I was like, I want to go to MIT, and then, like, my sophomore year, I get into a summer program, like, at this school, this dream school that, like, for like, most, like, isn't even, like, on people's radar because it's so hard to get into. So, like, I was very much on the right track, so they were very, like, excited about that and supportive of that. And then, like, from hearing me talk, they also knew, like, you make decent money. So, like, they were just very, like, I guess, like, happy, or, like, just thinking of, like, the future. It seemingly, like, was, like, I was going to be both well off and, like, happy in what I was doing, because I was, like, on the right path to, like, reach, like, my very ambitious goals. But really, truly, like, understanding, like, what I was going to be doing, like, there was really none of that. Like, I would be like, I'm going to be writing code. Like, I can create, like, programs, and they could, like, conceptualize it, but not fully understand it. That both coming from, like, the fact that they're, like, a generation above me, so they don't understand tech as much, but also, like, not being, like, from this country also kind of blurs that line.
Yeah, totally. Especially because, like, if you don't come from a place where, like, having, like, a computer, like, in your school is, like, a thing. Totally. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, when you first got here, that means that you started taking CS classes right away?
So I tried to, but these classes will get, like, full pretty quickly.
Oh, really?
So, like, I tried my first quarter to get into the first comp sci class, and I didn't get a spot.
How does that work? Is it just totally random?
Yeah, it's, like, basically totally random. Like, you sign up for it, and, like, hopefully you get it. Like, I put it, like, at the top of, like, my list. But by the time, like, it came, like, I guess it was just already full. Like, all the classes were full. Or if I remember correctly, like, I honestly, like, this could have potentially changed, like, honestly, like, where I would be at right now, but, like, I ranked a couple of sections of comp sci, and then, like, ranked some other stuff, and then ranked more sections of comp sci, and, like, I got through, like, probably, like 4 sections of comp sci, and I didn't get a spot. And by the time I got to an empty one, like, and like the